I don't want to go through another thing, you know? Hey everyone. I wasn't sure if I wanted to share this. As you know, I have been prioritizing my health since late last year, and I've just wanted to make sure that everything looks good, get all of my, women's exams and everything, blood work, just to see where my health is at. And I'd had that initial, first time meeting with my new doctor and doing all the blood work and everything. And then she wanted to do a follow-up for a PAP and like an EKG. EKG looks like it usually does. I still have my first degree AV block. That's a benign thing. That's totally fine. PAP was phenomenal. Everything was good, like no cancers there, I think they checked for 14 strains of HPV, negative for everything. But then I asked her if we could do like a routine breast exam. I hadn't had a breast exam in years. And one of my close friends just battled stage 3 breast cancer, and she's a few years younger than me. So I was like, I may as well just, get this exam out of the way and just like make sure nothing's going on there. Because I don't know what feels off, Oddly enough, my doctor was kind of giving me a little bit of pushback. I'm not sure why. It's just a routine breast exam. She was like, you're a little young to be worrying about breast cancer, but we can do the exam if you really want to. And I was like, yeah, let's just do it. In hindsight, it's kind of funny because she's like, if you want, you can use this thing to cover it. And then I was like, nope, just have them out, because my whole backside has been seen by pretty much everyone at Cedars-Sinai. So I'm not like worried about being embarrassed or anything. So she's like feeling around and telling me everything that she's doing as she's doing it. And then there's just this one spot on my left breast that she stops at, and then she keeps like palpating it. And that's when I was like, okay, she seems to have found something. And she told me that there is a lump. She took my fingers and had me feel it myself, and it was really small, but definitely when she pressed it in the way that Damien, how did you get up here? This cat. I could feel it. It's interesting because when I was pumping and all that, I thought that little area was like a clogged duct. I didn't really think anything of it. I didn't even think to bring it up, because after I stopped pumping, like all the pain and swelling and everything went down. So I just didn't really think to do a self-exam. She did seem pretty urgent about me getting an ultrasound and a mammogram like as soon as possible. So she was putting in a referral for that. But she did say, this could just be some residual, what'd she call it? It could be like a fatty lipoma. It could be a cyst, or there was some other term that she used to describe like a benign thing that happens in your breast when you have a lot of like hormonal changes, like with breastfeeding or even your menstrual cycle. So she really reassured me that it probably was one of those, but she just wanted me to get imaging done just to be on the safe side. She told me to expect to see the referral by Friday, and then I didn't see anything. So I called the following Monday, and the insurance and the doctor's office didn't know anything about a referral, so I had to have them message the provider, because for some reason they can't have you talking directly to providers anymore. I'm not sure what that's about. It took a while to finally get the referral that had been forgotten about. I think it's now been about 2 months, because by the time I got the referral and called the place to schedule the ultrasound and mammogram, they're like, oh yeah, we don't have anything available for like 5 weeks. So I had to wait. And today's the day. Today's the day that I'm going in to get a mammogram and an ultrasound, and I forget what the other thing is called. It's like 3 different things that's supposed to really check your breast for cancer. It's interesting. I had a lot of anxiety in December when I was waiting on this stuff, and a lot of the emotions that you go through when you're like really afraid of going in and finding out something bad. I really went through all of that in December. So even though I am anxious now, it's not quite nearly as bad as I was a month ago. I mean, who knows? I probably might start getting really anxious when I'm in the waiting room. but I'm trying to just believe that this is something benign, and maybe it's just a cyst, or like she said, the fatty lipoma, or I think she said a calcification. Yeah, I'm just really hoping it's one of those things and not something else. Because I don't want to go through another thing, you know? There are a lot of things that I worry about, like if it is cancer, you know? My friend was telling me that, I mean, she was done having babies. She had 5 children. So when she was counseled for egg banking and everything, she was like, no, we don't need to do that. I'm done having kids. But I'm not done having kids, you know? And that whole idea of retrieving eggs and cryo freezing them and then having to do IVF after chemotherapy stuff, like, really terrifies me. I know I'm getting ahead of myself. That's why I have anxiety. I think about the bad things that could be, you know. I'm trying my best to not get ahead of myself, and I'm trying to believe that this is just something benign, and I'm going to be told that everything's fine. And it's hard, but yeah, that's where I'm trying to be right now. I'm trying to be optimistic. Look at, I already have to change my shirt. They told me I couldn't have any like lotions or oils or deodorants on, so I'm probably gonna change this shirt before I go in. And that wind is picking up again. I just got everything done. The ultrasound tech said she's gonna go talk to the radiologist to see if he wanted her to do anything else. And she came back and told me the radiologist says that everything looks good, but we will be sending the full report to your doctor, and you'll also be able to access it on the little paper that we gave you later on this week. So I don't know what that means exactly for like what the diagnosis is. I'm assuming she couldn't really tell me, but we'll be getting that full report later on this week. So that's good. I feel like that must be good if the radiologist was like, no, she's good to go. So extremely grateful. I can't tell you how much that would suck if we had bad news today. I'm so curious what the lump is then. Like, is it, maybe I should ask questions, I don't know. I'm pretty sure she couldn't tell me though, even if I did ask. Well, here's my ride. Oh, it's a little windy out there. So I just figured I would tell you right now that the ultrasound tech was like, I need to go talk to radiology and see if they want to do anything else. Okay. But then she came back and said, he says everything looks good.
Oh, nice.
So, she didn't tell me like what the lump is.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they can't tell you.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be, what's that called when they read the scan or whatever and they write the report and send it to the doctor? So they're gonna do that. Okay. But they also gave me this little paper where I can access like all of the information later this week. So
cool.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what this little lumpy lump is. Maybe it's just something from like the breastfeeding and stuff.
Yeah.
Just leftover crap. But that's a relief though, right?
Yeah, it's a big relief.
Yeah, get to keep my eggs and keep my hair. So Robin, you were right. You told me not to freak out too soon. I did freak out. But you were right. It was totally benign, and I didn't have to put myself through that emotional roller coaster after all.
I'm glad we figured out whatever it was.
Yeah, still good to know either way.
Yeah.
I don't know why I feel like eating a steak right now. It's like a victory steak.
Sounds good.
Should we have victory steaks?
Yes.
Yes.
Get some victory steaks.
How long has it been since we had steak?
A long time.
Last year. Yeah, well, considering last year was 20 days ago. No, but it's been like probably September, right? Since we had a good steak. Yeah, I want a celebratory victory steak. Okay. Today's a great day. I am in good health. And for that, I am extremely grateful.